I don't support Diddy. Who said I supported Diddy? I didn't put that on the car, so don't put that on me. Unless you have actual video of me riding down the car, you can't accuse me.
How's it going today, guys? Tophiachu is on an absolute emotional roller coaster. What starts out as her just talking about a car meet she was at ends up with her telling her trolls that she got fired from her imaginary job multiple times. So now she's going to start taking it out on you guys. She's going to start calling all of her trolls jobs and get them fired in real life because she just can't take it anymore. And Papachu, forget about Papachu. I'm tired of him. She doesn't want to hear about him anymore, guys, either. If you want to help Papachu so bad, you go find him on the streets, you go pick him up, you go house him, because Tophiachu just isn't going to take it anymore. She's had enough because people will not stop calling Tophiachu apparently and telling her that they're going to pull up on her. And Tophiachu at this point is just like, pull up, I'm ready to go. She's pulling a complete Cyrax. And now even more people are calling Brotherchu's jobs, probably about the thing he wrote about Diddy on the back of his car. That probably helped him a whole lot. So now Tophiachu is just having meltdown after meltdown about each and every subject that she's on. This is a good one, guys.
This does not even deserve a captain's log introduction, because this is dead serious.
Look at my new shirt. It says, welcome to the hood, to the neighborhood. I'm happy because that horrible stuff is coming off the back of the car whenever we're able to go to the car wash, because it's dry erase, so it's gonna wash off. When I drive this car, that won't be back there. Thank you. Jesus, there was some idiots last night, man. What happened? They were like doing burnouts and stuff, and it was like getting crazy, and then woo, the police showed up. Luckily we got out of there, but some people just ruin things for others. That's what I hate about people. They always try to like put shit on me that I got nothing to do with. This isn't my car. I don't control it. I just ride in it and sleep in it. That's all. You ain't gonna put shit on me unless you actually have video of me riding that. Then I would suggest you don't. I already told my mom, I said, once these people find out, they're gonna come at me. Like, Jesus Christ. I just literally explained the whole joke that my brother did with his friends. It was a joke that he wrote on the car with dry erase. I said, I don't like it. I already told him when he wrote it. I said, that's not a joke to be making. I don't care. Like, for me personally, you and your friends got jokes, but sometimes those jokes take it too far. For me, I don't agree. I don't know what goes through these people's minds to say we don't like you. You fell off, but then they make these usernames and give me engagement. Like, hello? You're literally making usernames to be seen to give me engagement by sharing it. It doesn't make sense. Oh, this is the thing. Like, you need to engage with this live. That means commenting or paying to comment. That means tapping the likes. That means not sitting here and being negative all the freaking time. We don't need this. Just spam the likes. And also, I'm really excited because I'm getting some new Switch games. Someone's sending me. He said he had extra games, so he's sending me. Smash Bros is one of them, which I'm really excited. I need to get a new controller.
If there's one Tophiachu delusion that I hope's come true sometime soon, it's that she gets her driver's license. I mean, we know it's not going to happen because anytime Tophiachu is met with any type of resistance, she's just going to give up. And sometimes getting your driver's license can be kind of a hassle. With all the paperwork they want, you know Tophiachu doesn't have it. Most people gotta take 2 trips to the DMV when they go. Tophiachu would take one, realize she needed tons of paperwork that was in storage, and she would just straight give up. Just wouldn't try it all, go back home and say, you know what? I'm just gonna live in this car. Driving it's too much of a hassle. But if she does actually go through and get one, when she's driving around and realizes how much money it takes to actually have a car, for all the gas money and the small maintenances to the big ones sometimes, like imagine waiting 1 month for like $600 from TikTok. I mean, if that. We know Tophiachu sometimes only brings in like $200. It would be almost impossible. You would barely be driving. You know she would be freaking out as soon as she realized how much gas money actually costs. She'd be online dry begging like, you people don't even know. It's hard to get places in New Mexico. Gas money is expensive around here. And no, I'm not going to get a job. Do not mention me getting a job because I'm not going to do it. I mean, just think about it. I could be sitting here on TikTok, not driving, saving money, instead of going to a job. How foolish can you guys be? But as delusional and as funny as it is to think about Tophiachu driving, I think this is a real goal of hers. With all of the car meets she's been going to with Brotherchu, at first the Drift Queen moniker was just a joke, but now she really wants to live by the wheel. She wants to get behind it, feel the rush, feel the wind behind her hair, racing in the famed Chew Cruiser, sponsored by Diddy's Honey Buns and brand new ramen noodles cooked in baby oil, 100% guaranteed.
My dad is struggling. How come I don't help him? Because I'm struggling. We're living out of a car. Use your common sense. You said my father is struggling, so are we, while we're trying to get him help. Why is it any of your business what I'm doing with my father? Maybe worry about yourself. How am I going to help someone when I'm struggling? By the grace of God, thankfully, there is someone who is nice enough to send me cash apps, not mentioning usernames. Thank you. There is so much going on that I can't, like, I'm struggling. I could barely afford the things that I need. Like, these shirts, I wanted them, right? Like the Hello Kitty shirt, this Simpsons shirt. Like half of my clothes are in the SUV, and a lot of my pants are here. We was eating hamburgers from the gas station every single day because that's all we could afford to eat. Well, it's not all we could afford. It's because we weren't able to go to the grocery store to get groceries. Like, I get Lunchables and stuff, but sometimes I want to have something like, you know, a chili dog, hamburger, Taco Cabana sometimes, you know. And that person was nice enough to be like, get you guys some dinner. And I was like, sure. So I got Taco Cabana. I got a taco salad. Otherwise, I'm struggling. If you literally think I could help my father, then you must be loco, crazy. If he's struggling, do you think I would leave him struggling if I wasn't struggling? We're all struggling. Things are not cheap. And for me to go get a job right now while I'm living out of a car would be insane, because I can't always go to the shower all the time. And I don't go without a shower for days. That place was closed for a week for renovations. $12 for a shower, that's a lot of money. I'm trying to get a place so I can get washed up, get cleaned up, get all my clothes hanged, so I can have a house and have a place. For me, it's not logical to get a job because I make enough money, but right now it's very hard to go live because look, I'm sick. I can't do this while living out of a car. I'm not wasting my time running through jobs that I could possibly need in the future once I clear my name. Why am I going to go run through a bunch of jobs to not have any? Because people don't learn to not leave people the f alone. Because I could turn around and do the same thing and not give a f. You could whine, bitch, cry, moan, try to cancel me and say, why are you doing that to other people? I don't care, because I'm about to spaz out and cause people to lose their jobs and not leave you the f alone like you didn't leave me alone. You deserve unrest. You deserve to have to sleep with one eye open because people are slamming on your door.
Do you guys remember when Tophiachu was crashing out so hard that she ended up throwing up on herself and Papachu had to take the reins, just pick up the live stream and tell all the trolls what was going on? And at the time, the trolls were talking about how they wasn't trying to take care of Papachu and they were just leaving him to fend for himself, which is exactly what was happening, but Papachu went on this rant saying we're doing everything we can for Papachu. We're looking for him. We're trying to find him. We're trying to help this man. What are you guys doing? You're just talking to us in comments, trying to tell us how to live our life, but you don't know what we're doing. We're trying to help Papachu. But now listen to Tophiachu right now. It's we're not trying to help Papachu. Are you crazy? What's wrong with you people? Look at us. We're living in a car. Do you think we're trying to help him right now? That would just make our situation far worse. And I mean, it's Papachu, so she's probably right. She probably is right that it would just make the situation far worse. But why would she just lie to everyone like that? We know you're not trying to take care of Papachu. That's long gone. If you never see him again, well, you'll just use him to sympathy bait. We all know that. But to pretend you care is just absolutely insane. It's finally nice to hear your true colors come out, Tophiachu. Your actual feelings on Papachu. Like, look, guys. We're not going to go get him. He's a hassle. We don't want him around in our life. He's actually a drain on money. You know how long it takes 3 family members to eat a 1-pound bag of Doritos? I sure don't. I eat them all before they get a chance. And just imagine if Papachu was here. We're not going to do it. I mean, Papachu's lucky to be there at this point. You think she's sleeping right now? No, Papachu's not sleeping. She's snoring. That's just because she got a right sniff of Tophiachu and she passed out a little bit ago. I mean, that must be the case since the reason Tophiachu can't get a job now, in her own words, is she can't take a shower every day and she's not going to suffer the embarrassment like she did last time where she got fired for not having proper hygiene. And you know, that's kind of fair. I understand her a little bit because who would want to get fired that way? And who would want to put a manager through that, making them fire someone for that? That's got to be like top 5 most embarrassing reasons to fire someone for. But honestly, it's not like Tophiachu cares about her reputation. I mean, you heard her at the very end of that segment. She's like, listen, you guys have messed with my imaginary job. I mean, she went full King Cobra. She doesn't even have a job, but still yet she's like, if I did have a job, my imaginary job, I know this would happen. So I'm going to start taking it out on all of my trolls. You guys are lucky that I don't start calling all your jobs and get you fired. It's like, Tophiachu, that has not happened to you yet. Yeah, some people attempted to do that to your brother, but he didn't even get fired. He works there still just fine. He doesn't deserve to. So what are you even complaining about? You're literally just taking it a step further. This could start happening to you. Well, I mean, if you ever got a job. But now when people think about what happened to you in your apartment, they probably don't feel so bad. If they ever did in the first place, which they probably didn't.
This close to not giving a fuck about anyone's peaceful sleeping, because why do you get to sleep peacefully and I don't? Fuck you. Like, it's getting to that point. I'm so fucking sick and tired. Like, I got the other night, like, oh, where you at? Let's go over there. And like, you want to get your ass beat? Get your ass beat. And that's all there is to it. You don't tell someone to pull up and then say, you're the one that literally and I didn't even say anything. Talking about predators don't need peace. Oh, that's a fucking lie. You got a whole ass predator in a Discord talking about, oh, predators don't need no peace. But let's be for real. First of all, I said allegedly when I was live because someone said they had proof. So I hadn't received the proof yet. I did receive something, which is a law in certain states that says if you are 18 and your partner is 17, they're considered infantile. I don't know what that means. Don't come at me. Infants are, infants are babies, right? That's what we think. But they said that if you are 18 and your partner is 17 and you engage in activities, you have to get consent from the parents, even if they're a year younger than you. And yet, I'm not 40. I'm actually 30, about to be 31. So, your mom probably looks like she's 80 and decrepit. This ain't no one-way street. This is 2 ways. It goes both ways. If people are sending me stuff because I was getting a lawyer, because I'm taking this stuff to a lawyer, does that not make sense? The only reason why I haven't gotten a lawyer because a personal lawyer is expensive. I don't have the money to do so. If I was to have a GoFundMe, only a few people would probably donate to help me get a lawyer. I had already tried that. Someone sent me $10 and said to use it for whatever I want. Now all of a sudden I scammed people out of money for a lawyer by using it for something else. When someone said you could use it for that or you could use it for something else. Since nobody donated, only one person gave $10 in my Cash App. I said, and it even says, use it for what you want. I have the message proof that they said use it for what you want. I gave up because no one wants to help. I need to take people to court and clear my name so you can learn to not mess with me. And if anybody else tries to lie on my name again, cease and desist. You're going to have to be quiet. No, it's not the least of my worries, because actually it's affecting, I've lost thousands of dollars because of that monetary gain. I literally have a defamation lawsuit because they caused me to not only lose an agency, they caused me to lose a brand deal with Entertainment Earth. Quit playing with me. The only reason why you think you're getting away with it is because I can't afford a freaking lawyer. I could literally have someone right now if I wanted to pay for my personal lawyer, if I wanted to go that route. I'd be making bank. You'd be like, you're going on shopping sprees. I ain't gonna tell you how.
Tophiachu just couldn't stop getting baited this entire live stream. When someone was like, Tophiachu, you're never going to get a job. She's like, well, you know why? Because in my imaginary job, I've been fired tons of times. Just pulled a king cobra out of her hat. And then when someone's like, listen, Tophiachu, I'm going to pull up on you and Brotherchu, she just straight goes Cyrax like, listen, pull up. I don't even care anymore. I'm ready to go WWE on you guys. Drop a tombstone pile driver through Brotherchu's car window shield. Try me. You think I'm playing? Ask Mamachu. I don't play no games. And then later on in this video, she's going to pull a Chris chant. She just can't help herself. But then she goes on to do her own Lolcowisms when she's like, listen, guys, or I mean, I guess it could be some bit of Cyrax. And she's like, guys, listen, I tried to get a lawyer. Only one person gave me money, and they did tell me I could spend it on whatever I want. And for some reason, it just doesn't compute to her that if you're asking for money for a lawyer to help you against the trolls, and the one person who does donate to you, you end up spending it on something else, that's just going to tell everyone in the future who donates to you for this same reason that you're not going to spend it on a lawyer. You're going to spend it on Comic-Con or something stupid like that. You've already confirmed that for them. But then that's not even really the funny part, because she starts raging out pretty hard right there, guys. She loses her mind for just a flat second, and she goes on to spit out, and listen, if I ever wanted a lawyer because you guys just won't stop talking on my name, my bad. I've got tons of people who watch me who would easily fund me for a lawyer, even though only one person did last time, and it was like $10.
You're gonna look stupid, and when are you gonna go to court? Oh, she's watching. That makes her a predator because she's watching. They're gonna laugh at your face, do you know? If you are weirded out by stuff like that, I'm grown. I'm 30. Okay, we're all grown adults. If you hate the topic of corn and stuff, and you don't, and you're weirded out by talking about it, you're too young and you shouldn't be in this conversation. It doesn't make sense. But you have to understand something, right? They're claiming corn makes me a predator, which doesn't make sense. Corn is corn. Let's be for real. That doesn't make someone a predator. Again, you have all of these rappers being very simple, talking about stuff. Because why is it that I'm going to let people lie on my name and get off the internet and say, well, no, I ain't going to let these people get the satisfaction of running me off the internet. If you think I'm going to get off the internet and let these people ruin my life, you must be crazy. I'm taking your money. I'm taking all your paychecks. You're going to pay me for the rest of your life. I lost thousands of dollars. You're going to lose thousands of dollars. And that's what you get for lying on people. They need to get off the internet. No, you mad because I'm fighting back and I'm not getting off the internet. No one is dictating how my life is going to go. It was drawn from memory. Like Jesus drew you from memory when he was drunk. Okay? Joe's hairline is receding, but he has shit to always run his mouth in my comment section. Sir, you should worry about getting Bosley hair restoration and fix that whack-ass hairline that is being pushed all the way back to your head before you worry about me, you weirdo. It's always the weirdest people. Like one person, oh, ratioed. Ratioed, you got one follower. You shouldn't even be talking about ratioed. Maybe worry about yourself and don't worry about me. You the crust on the bottom of someone's foot. And you trying to tell me how I'm supposed to respond to disrespect and how I'm supposed to live my life because you're a sad bitch that sits on the curb because you wish you had the courage to do anything in your life. You could barely jump out of an airplane skydiving because you're too afraid to live life on the edge, trying to tell me how I'm supposed to live my life. You weird. A mirror? Well, if it's a mirror, I'm holding that mirror up to you because I'm not afraid to do anything. I'm not afraid to live my life. I'll go outside and do whatever the fuck I want. Ain't nobody stopping me. You thought you was gonna stop me? I still go outside, shop, live my life. You're weird. Like, half of y'all be weird asses. Sit here and compare me to horrible people. Like Chris Chan? What the hell? I ain't got nothing to do that compares me to Chris Chan. Yeah, no one is gonna say sorry. I've literally proven myself time and time again. You know why one of my supporters is my supporter? Because they actually looked into things and they said people didn't post the full videos. They noticed a lot of the stuff was edited. Let's be for real. I've shared literal proof that some of the stuff is not true and not even a sorry. And I don't give a f if you say sorry to me. I don't want your sorry. I don't want anything from you. You could take all of that and shove it up. I'm gonna buy a nice car. Okay, my dream car. I'm gonna roll down the window with my shades, okay? It might be Chanel, might be Gucci, might be Louis Vuitton. I don't buy designer shit. But glasses, okay? I'll have expensive designer glasses. I will lower those bitches. And I will record a video and I will laugh and drive off. Okay?
Tophiachu, you know for 100% fact that there's not a soul in this world who thinks you're a predator because you watched. It's because of the kind that you watched. The kind that you did was absolutely degenerate. Even Papachu called you out for it on his own Twitter account. So when you scream on your soapbox that it's not true, and all the rappers that you listen to should be getting accused of the same exact thing, well, if they did what you did, if that got exposed on them, well, they wouldn't have much of a career right now. Look what's happening with Drake. He's one of the biggest artists in the world, and he's struggling right now. Probably not financially. He's probably still having tons of sales, but the entire internet is making fun of him, and it's not even confirmed. I mean, at least right now, I haven't looked into it in a minute. It's not confirmed yet. So for you who it is confirmed, I couldn't even imagine what would happen to him. The comparison isn't even real. And she knows this, guys. That's exactly why she started crashing out so hard. She even started singling out some of her viewers who are probably subscribers, by the way, since this is on subscriber only mode. People who give her money. She's screaming earlier, "Give me your money. This is the only reason I'm here." But then she starts crashing out on her viewers like, "Listen, Joe, I know you're bald and I know your entire life. So when things start crumbling for me, you're first. And who's next? It's probably Becky with the good hair. Yeah, I see you making all them fake Tophiachu profiles. You're next." She's gonna be the Goldberg of TikToks, just taking every troll out one by one. I mean, she must be watching something that's giving her ego. Maybe listening to some inspirational music, because did you hear? Like, listen guys, you can never do what I do. Every day I wake up, I strive for greatness. I wake up, I don't shower, I don't brush my teeth, and I get on live for you guys 2 times a day now. Damn you, TikTok, why do you make me have to work 2 times a day? You just couldn't imagine the hustle that Tophiachu puts on when she walks into the library and sits for 4, 5, 6 hours until she's forced out. That's a lot of work for her. Just think about all the ideas that she's running through her head, all the brilliance. I mean, she might be a modern day bizarro Albert Einstein. But who am I kidding? Can you believe she's so mad? She's telling everybody, "You're the dirt on the bottom of my shoe." Tophiachu, you are the last person who should be saying that. You should be begging for help at this moment. You're in a car, and you might not be in a car for much longer. You should be like, "Guys, I will shine your shoes. I will do whatever. Just give me a job and give me some money, because this isn't going to last much longer." Tophiachu really needs to get her act together, but she's just not. She's crashing out at every single moment. Every time someone brings something up, crash out, crash out, crash out. I can't wait to see what next week brings.
Because Squid said we used the restroom on the sidewalk, you believed her even after she turned around, changed the story and said, oh, I didn't see them, somebody else saw them. One of my coworkers saw them. That's a lie. You made it seem like you saw us using the restroom on the sidewalk. Now all of a sudden you want to say, my coworker saw them, I didn't see them. Lies. I don't believe someone that changes their story 5 million times. Did you see us or did the coworker see us? Because you're lying. You had everyone believe that you saw it, and then you wanted to turn around and say, oh, my coworker saw them. First of all, she lied. She said that she saw us. You're not listening. She had everyone believing that she's the one who saw us using the restroom on the sidewalk. Then she retracted that and said, no, I didn't see them. My coworker did. What coworker? Because the lady that works in the office, I'm pretty sure, does not like you. And does she need to know? Because I need to interview this lady. I would lie on somebody too if I didn't like them. But I don't do that. At least I'm truthful. No, you lie on people because you don't like them. So you're watching us even though we're not on your property, and you just admitted you're, and yet people want to say that I was by filming you. No, you were walking by making videos. That video that she made where the trees were, she was walking by our car making videos harassing us. And we're not even by her work. We couldn't move our car. She can't pay her phone bill and has an eviction on her name. I don't have an eviction on my name. All these places asked us to leave. I could rent anywhere I want. The only reason why you're living with your cousin is because you can't rent anywhere else. You have an eviction. You went to court for that. That's why she's living with her cousin. First of all, going to college does not mean that you're doing something with your life. You could still get a college degree and not get the job that you want. I went to a university. I didn't go to community college when I got out of high school. I went straight to UNM, University of New Mexico. I was doing something with my life then. Let's be for real. I couldn't afford it because it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. People can't afford. I don't want to go to college. It's not even worth it to get a piece of paper that you could rip up, and they don't even have a diploma. They have a GED. You know what was funny is people tried to sit here and say that I dropped out of high school, but when that person came forward and showed my yearbook photos, all of a sudden, where's those people that said I dropped out of high school? There's proof I didn't drop out of high school because there's a yearbook photo of me with my cap and gown that you take your senior photos. So let's be for real. Someone showed senior photos and all of a sudden I'm not a high school dropout. You lie so bad. How is it photoshopped when they opened the book and literally went to the photo? Same time to get the package, so I had ordered my school ring. I got my school ring and basically I picked it out. I picked out what stone I wanted. I had my school ring made and everything. And you have to make payments on it. And my dad could no longer pay out my school ring, so I didn't get it because he couldn't afford it. It was the package with the school ring and the cap and gown was like $300. I couldn't afford a cap and gown, and so I walked. Mind you, we were having an assembly for seniors, and then the other grades were like sitting in the bleachers as they were doing like the ceremony for the seniors who are graduating. I walked from where I lived to my school, which was up the road. It's like a long stretch of highway, but it was a pretty far walk. And I walked there because I said, there's like a special event for seniors, but the buses didn't run because we already had our last day of school, so buses weren't picking us up anymore. So I walked there. I didn't know what it was until I got there. It was getting us ready for our, to graduate. The vice principal who knew me, because I was in black student government, she's like, where's your cap and gown? Like, why aren't you ready? And I explained to her, I said, oh, my dad told me I couldn't walk because we couldn't afford the cap and gown, which was true. So she said, hold on. She goes, wait a minute, hold on. So she called my dad. She said, if we get her cap and gown, would you let her walk? And he was like, yeah, sure. He said, yeah. As long as you're able to get her cap and gown. They gave me a cap and gown because I couldn't afford it. And I had the scarf from like Black Student Union, because I was in Black Student Union. They give you this like scarf. And I walked with my class.
Guys, we have got to find this lady so Tophiachu can interview her. There is only a couple of things that could happen, and here's one of them. Tophiachu gets proven innocent, and she looks absolutely ridiculous for crashing out so hard over nothing, because none of us would really know about this except, say, like a few thousand people, because remember, Squid didn't post a name on her first TikTok. Tophiachu was the one saying, hey, it wasn't me, which makes me believe it was her doing this just a little bit more, but if Squid was changing her story, it does help Tophiachu out just a tad bit. Or two, the lady just says everything we all know. Tophiachu and Mamachu did it. It probably wasn't exactly on the sidewalk like Squid made it out to be. It probably was in the bushes somewhere hidden, because if it's in public the way Tophiachu is describing, if they actually did that, they don't deserve an apartment ever again. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Or Tophiachu just crashes out the entire time. The lady doesn't even know why she's up there at that point, and we just move on. No matter what would happen, we'd all get a good laugh from it. I just think it would be hilarious. So we would be the winners. Tophiachu, she just doesn't win in any scenario she actually got an interview. But here she is, also bringing up Squid again. Nobody even talks about Squid that much anymore. Squid left the internet for a bit. She was gone. And when she comes back, here's Tophiachu giving her some more shine. Just like, look, Squid's back. She's a liar. I know she is. I better not ever see Squid. It's like, Tophiachu, you are giving her more clout day by day. And this is only going to entice Squid to possibly tell more of the story that she knows. Because let's be honest, after you confirmed that Mamachu has a bedwetting problem, it basically said that she was telling the truth about the pictures that she took. So you probably don't want her revealing anymore, but you know what? Go ahead, just keep talking. Like I said earlier, it'll be great laughs for us. And I gotta mention this, have you guys noticed when Tophiachu goes on her huge crash outs where she's melting down about everything and anything, that she always trauma dumps about something Papachu did to her around high school time? Here recently, she's been bringing up a lot how during graduation, Papachu wasn't going to help her at all. And yeah, that is kind of tragic, like going to your graduation and not having a single family member there and having to walk. I think she had to walk. She was been kind of confusing on the way she told the story, but no matter what, Papachu always ends up looking like a bad guy at the end of these stories, and well, that's because he is. Papachu is a degenerate in his own right, and the way he treated Tophiachu and Brotherchu, no matter what we think of them now, it's absolutely terrible, since it's like these two barely had a shot to begin with, and Mamachu wasn't helping much either. But I guess that's enough for me today, guys. Big shout out to Hat and TV. I just want to shout them both out because they're such great archivers. I mean, these videos probably wouldn't happen without them. I can never catch Tophiachu live, so big ups to them. But nonetheless, make sure you like the video, subscribe, follow the socials down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.